The tone of our last episode was bleak. I thought we might finish our time with Cluj trophyless, but with one game to play, we've set ourselves up with the opportunity to seal the title. So here's the state of play with 2 games remaining. We're 4 points clear now of FCSB, having managed to beat them last game and also win our game after that while FCSB dropped points. So it means that with 2 games remaining, there are only 6 points left to play for. If we win today, even if FCSB win as well, we will be 4 points clear with only 3 to play for. So a win will seal the title for us. Let's just show you how we did in that last game whilst you've been away, because it was a goodie, and we've also managed to make sure that we've progressed all the way through to the Romanian Cup final, to the league first of all. We were playing Farul Constanta, a game I was a little bit nervous about. We stuck with our diamond midfield, so we played with a little bit more caution, and we kept that mentality lowered, and it did the trick for us. We had 20 shots, 8 on target. Farul only had 1 shot in the entire game, and that didn't trouble our keeper. The opening goal came through Operat, and he fired it into the net. And then in the 78th minute, he managed to get forward and add a second for us as well. And then we had the second leg of our cup tie, already 3-0 in the lead for the first leg. I decided to rotate the squad a little bit and keep some players fresh for this vital encounter tonight. It's only 3 days between the 2 games, and we're playing the same opponents, so I substituted in a lot of our backup players. They weren't great, to be honest. I think Rapid probably deserved to win this game. As it was, we took the lead through Viral Vlad, one of the deputies. They equalised, but then late on in the game, Markovic stepped up, scored a penalty for us. We got a 2-1 win that I'm not saying we deserved, but a 5-1 lead over the 2 legs was pretty convincing, and it set up a final against Farul Constanta. If we could have another game against them where they don't register a single shot on target, we could be able to win the Romanian Cup. But today, it's all about the league. Can we seal our first top-flight title of our FM22 Journeyman? The good news is that we're pretty much at full strength for this game, and having the luxury of rotating during the week means that the players are in pretty good condition for this game. We're going to stick with our diamond midfield. We're going to stick on a balanced mentality. We're going to really need our fullbacks to give us the width. And we're also really going to need a nice control performance by these 3 in the central areas. And then we're going to need some kind of dynamism, some kind of penetration from Serjan Debeliu and Munteanu as well, because he is going through a little bit of a quiet spell. If we go through his form, he's not scored in the last 4 games after going on a very good goal-scoring run before that. We could do with him just returning to the fore this afternoon, because we have been relying on him whilst Debeliu has been out injured, and he hasn't always delivered. What a great season he's had, by the way. 23 goals in 33 appearances. Only 31 of those are starts. He wasn't really in my thinking during the first 8 to 10 games of the season. My goodness, 23 goals for a player that's only 20 years old has been huge. He's just been outshone by perhaps the greatest goal scorer in Cluj's recent past with 33 in 37. Gabby Debeliu has been the man that has taken Cluj to the brink of winning the Romanian title. It's going to be a nervy affair. Let's give you the scout report on our opponents this afternoon, who are not in bad form themselves. This crucial game, we travel to Bucharest to take on FC Rapid at their Giulești Stadium, where a victory will see us becoming champions. Rapid are a reformation of a historic club with great pedigree, who will be hungry to inflict a defeat on us today. Manager Daniel Pancho will be eager for revenge after we beat Rapid in the Cup semi-final, and we'll be relying on our big players to become legends, to help write a chapter in Cluj's history. The maths is simple: win and we'll be champions as FC Rapid take on Cluj. Here we go then, the 93rd time we've played Rapid this season. It did just point out to us in the team talk that they're top of the form table, whilst we are much lower down, so this is not a done deal, although we did manage to beat them in the cup with our rotated side, so that does give you some semblance of confidence. But today it's about getting over the line. The nerves are going to be jangling. We've got some younger players in this team, hopefully the veterans like Švec and maybe Morgoš might be able to guide them through the game. We are underway. We've also got to keep an eye on how FCSB are getting on as well, because if we lose and they lose, well, we are still going to be over the line as we get in early, and I thought we might have an early chance. Their keeper has come and plucked the ball out of the air. It looks like they're playing a lot of the same players that played against us in the cup in midweek, whereas we've rotated, so we should be a bit fresher going into the second half, but it would be great if we could be in the lead before we get to that stage. We've got the ball with Nielsen in midfield, who during the last 10 games or so has come in and been pretty useful for us, I would say. Certainly since we switched to our diamond midfield, he's been far more important a player to us as we get the ball in, and Serjan has a clean shot at goal, and he's hit it straight at the keeper, and instantly we're into another highlight where our opponents are inside our box. They've curled an effort towards goal. Hindrich tips it over the bar. What a 10-minute opening we've had. Now they've got a corner. Just see this away, boys. Somebody get up. Gita at the near post clears the ball for us. There's barely any let up. We're into the highlights again. We've got the ball along our back line. I can see flares going off in the stand. A bit premature if you ask me, but the fans are in party mood. We got the ball out to Operat. What a player he has been for us during the last few games of the season. And Serjan gets us into the lead inside the opening 15 minutes. That could be an incredibly important goal. If we can go on and build on that, we could be crowned champions of a top-flight league for the first time in this mercenary adventure. He has rampaged forward from his number 10 slot. Looks like Munteanu might just have teed him up. And we've got ourselves a 1-0 lead. We're into the highlights once more. We've managed to win the ball in the midfield. Debelia spreads it out to Morgosh. Surely not a second. It is a second. The ref's having a look at it. Brace yourselves. Munteanu's been a little bit quiet during the previous few matches. Has he exploded back into life? He has. It's a 2-0 lead. We're not even at the half-an-hour mark. I was a little bit nervous that the players might just be a bit overawed by this occasion. I didn't take the opportunity to do the team meeting with them the day before the game. I just let things stand. We had a good pre-match team talk. Looks like Debelia was offside, but not Munteanu. And we're 2-0 up, and the table's looking good. 6 points clear. Only one game to play after this. We could do it. A third before half-time, and I'd be confident of at least getting a point out of this game. And we're coming forward again. Munteanu to Serjan. All the way back to Trek and Debelia. He's trying to play through patiently, as this diamond allows us to do now. And we've still got the width of these fullbacks on attack. Morgosh could swing in across. He has. Munteanu, he has a header. It looked like a good opportunity. It's drifted harmlessly wide of the post. Not a bad first half, I would say. We're ahead on the XG, ahead on the shots. Our opponents have only had one on target. Are we going to tell them that they are capable of even better? I think that's what we're going to go for. They've responded. Munteanu, who's not a big fan of mine. Everybody else in the hierarchy supports me. He is a little bit indifferent. We're just going to leave him out there. He's already scored, so clearly it's not affecting his performance too much. And straight from the kickoff, we're into a highlight once more. If we could just keep a clean sheet to 70 minutes, I reckon we could be there. If we could get a third goal before that time, then it could be celebratory times for the fans in the stands. We nearly made it difficult for ourselves. We've relied on Hindrich again. And that doesn't look like it's the end of the highlight, because he's thumped the ball forward, asking a lot of Munteanu, and he's managed to get back onto the second ball, and he set Debelia up. Another player who's been a little quiet, what with his injury troubles during the last 6 to 8 games. But he's got us a goal straight from the half-time team talk. A long punt upfield. It's bobbled off 2 of their players, and then Munteanu sends him through. It's a heck of a finish by the big man, though, isn't it? And that has got to be, maybe his 36th, 37th goal of the season. What a man he has been for us. And what are we thinking now? Are we thinking that we're nearly there? Okay, the opposition have got a free kick. They've swung it in. Hindrich has got down to it. That may not be the highlights. It didn't look like a great chance. Maybe we're going to do something from the build-up here. We've thrown it out to Morgosh. We've seen more of him than we have of our left-back Opera so far this game, but Opera has been a danger man for us over the last month or so. Maybe he's got some more to offer in this final half an hour or so. Patient play again. We've got it to Serjan in midfield. Now we've hit the fullbacks. He's got nothing to hit in the box yet. He's had to hold the ball up. Now we're going to get some delivery in. And it's 4-0. Our fans know it now. Cluj are going to be winning the league. We've only won it once in the last 4 years. FCSB have won it the other 3 times. But not this season, FCSB. Not this season. The title is coming to Cluj, and this is exciting. This is the first time we've won something proper on our Journeyman adventure, and it's not over yet. We've got a cup final left to play. We could be doing the double this season, and I think we're going to pause it just before 65 minutes and bring 2 new players on that could be about to help us lift the title. So our central midfielders both played for us during the cup win. We didn't really have any options to rotate them out, so we're going to try and give them a little bit of a rest today. I think Florescu might be the man that we take out first of all. We'll have to do a little bit of rejigging there. So we move Pervu up to be the number 10. Serjan can come and play in central midfield. And on 75 minutes, I think we'll probably make 2 more changes as well. So 75 minutes has come and gone. We've freshened things up further. Another change in central midfield. And we've made a change in defence. And we are hurtling our way towards the final whistle. We're not done with the highlights yet, though. Their goalkeeper sends another ball forward and we've let them through. Are we going to lose our clean sheet? We're not. They're charitable. They've slid one wide of the goal. Little warning shot, although at 4-0 up, we could afford to lose a goal and still be crowned champions. But this is going to be a proper highlight as well. We're not yet at 90 minutes. Serjan burst forward. Now he's in central midfield. He's still getting forward and supporting the play. Their keeper tips his effort over the bar. And Chvek's going to send in a corner. And it was another good chance. Rakovitan rises at the near post. No luck on that occasion, although we've got another go. It's another set piece. Kardosh is going to take it. And Munteanu has a go this time. He's headed another effort over the bar, and that should be it. Are we going to get to walk up the podium, or is it going to be one of those league titles that you win and you don't get the closing graphic? We've won 2 second division titles so far in our Journeyman, and we've not got to see the teams lift a trophy yet. Is this going to be our occasion? We're on 92.5 minutes. 3 minutes of injury time was indicated to be played. We've won the ball back, and it's Olay's as Opera backheels it. Debelia almost showing some pace there. Steady on. He's a 30-year-old target forward now. And I think that should be it. We've got just over 10 seconds to see out. We've got the ball in midfield. The boys are just waiting for the final whistle. Opera charging forward. It's a nothing ball. There is full time. It doesn't look like we get to see the boys lift the trophy. Munteanu gets a 10.0 rating. That's not a bad selection of stats, is it? There's the confirmation we were looking for. At the start of the last episode, I thought we could end up trophyless this season. As it is, we could be looking towards trying to seal a double. 6 points clear, 7 points clear. Looks like maybe FCSB didn't win their game just, and we are champions with a game to go. But we've got another big episode to come back for as well. We've got this cup final in our next game against Farrell Constanta before the final game of the season, and it looks like we might just well be on our way towards a memorable season. But whilst we go and get fitted for our cup final suits, you might be looking for a new FM22 adventure, and if you are, why not check out this video next and see whether we can find you a team that might just inspire your next save.